Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome or welcome back to the final video of this week full of videos. And we're gonna finish off the week by testing some new makeup products. So let's just go ahead and get started. L'Oreal have this Glotion Natural Glow Enhancer. It's like a glowy primer, I believe, and I have the shade Deep Glow. I'm not sure how much to put of this, so I'm just gonna do that much. Ooh, do you know what this reminds me of? The bronzing drops that I've been loving from e.l.f. But this one doesn't have as much coverage, but it definitely does even the skin tone. If you like a glowy base, this would be perfect. And it's L'Oreal, so it's nice and affordable. That would even look really nice by itself. You know, when you're doing no makeup, put this on just to give your skin a nice glow and evens it a little bit. Right, so foundation. H&B Cosmetics launched their new Silky Matte Weightless Foundation. So we're gonna try it out. Silky Matte sounds right up my street. So they've actually sent over 5 shades. So I'm gonna swatch them on my hand and we'll see which one is the best one for me. Okay, so top row from here to here, we have 17C, 18W and 19N. 19N looks like a really good match for me. And then on the bottom row we have 20W and 21N. 21N looks like it will be perfect for me in the summer. 19N, 20W. I'm going to take a little bit of both and swatch them on my jaw. See, 19N looks perfect. Ooh, 20W looks good. Let's try 18W. Yeah, see, as you leave them to sit, they do oxidize and get a bit darker. So this one is looking like a good match, which was 18W. But the fact that I'm having trouble picking is amazing, because normally most foundation, there's only one shade, and even then it's the wrong undertone for me, because I'm usually at the cusp of when they go from tan to dark. And it's like they really miss out that section of people, in my opinion. Most brands, they just go from tan to deep and there's no real gradient of color, but this is amazing. Okay, so we're going for 18W. I'm gonna do half of my face. The foundation does have a smell, but it's not a fragrance. It's more like the smell of chemicals. It's not my favorite, but then I understand that some people don't like fragrance in their foundation. So I guess they've gone fragrance free. Yeah, there's no fragrance on the ingredients. So I think they've just kept the chemical smell, which is not bad. It's just not pleasant. But I guess they just don't want to alienate people that do like to go fragrance free. That is such a beautiful foundation. It has a medium to full coverage, lightweight on the face, blended out perfectly. This is of course just a first impression. I will wear it out and keep testing it and get back to you guys in a future video. Right, I'm gonna let the foundation sit while I do my eyes. So I have this Beauty Base Smoky palette, which is a cool tone palette. We're gonna do a cool tone eye look today. I haven't played with grays in forever. Do you know what I want to do actually? I want to do something very structured on the eye. So I think I'm gonna start with, why am I being drawn to this? This is not gray, this is like blue, navy. No, let's keep it gray. I'm gonna go for the one next to it, which is, yeah, a deep gray. So because we're doing something structured on the eye, I'm gonna take a very thin brush like this. You can take like an eyebrow brush or whatever, starting on the outer V, and I'm gonna create a wing. It needs to be precise, but don't worry if you go messy, because we are gonna clean up after. Okay, that brush wasn't doing it, so I'm swapping to an angled eyebrow brush, and this should be easier to, yeah, drag over the skin. I'm gonna carry that all the way to the inner corner. Now the hardest part of this eye look is to get the other side even. So I would say top tip is to look directly into a mirror and just compare as you're drawing it on. It's never gonna be 100% the same, but you know, try and get it similar. Okay, and once you've got that as even as you possibly are going to get it, then I take a packer brush, the same shade, and fill out the edges or the tail of the wing. This is coming out a little bit blue. I might take a little dab of this shade, which is a little bit more gray, and maybe even a dab of black, just a small dab. That's what I love about these big palettes, is that you can like mix and blend whatever shades you want. And I'm just gonna use that to dab over because I want it to be a bit darker. And once you have something that looks like this, it's time to go in with your shimmer. You can do one shimmer all over, you can do 2 different ones. I'm gonna maybe something like this, and then a true gray silver on the inner corner. So this first shade is called Glass, and I'm just gonna put that on the center of the eye. And then on the inner corner, I'm gonna take this bright shimmer silver, and it's called Starfall. Made by Mario came out with a new concealer. This is the Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer, and I have the shade 260. I've never tried this before, so I have no idea if the coverage is how I prefer concealer coverage, but we're gonna try it out. So this applicator is really nice. It's flat on both sides, so it applies a lot of product. The shade's very bright, just like I like it. And I'm gonna do a little bit here, and I'm just gonna take that concealer and clean up the edge of that eyeshadow. Okay, I can already tell this concealer is not that full coverage. Made by Mario's products are for the natural babes. Like, I have his foundation and it's also very glowy, very natural. The concealer's giving very much similar, which is cute, but it's just not my vibe, and it's definitely not the vibe that I'm going for today. Does my eyes look like I'm going for a natural vibe? I'm gonna blend it out by itself and see how it looks before I add anything else. Blending out very nice. It's a very nice concealer. I think it will be cute for everyday, because if you watch my everyday 10-minute makeup video, you see that I don't necessarily go for super full coverage concealers on an everyday basis, but the look that I'm trying to do today definitely requires a full coverage under eye. Because we're using H&B foundation, let's go in with their concealer, which is very full coverage, and I'm using the shade 4W, but because I want the bright under eye, of course I am going to mix it with 3W to get my perfect under eye shade. Oh, I forgot how much I love this H&B Cosmetics concealer. I haven't used it in a little while, but wow. I don't have a new cream contour, so I'm just going to use my Rare Beauty stick in the shade On the Horizon. This bronzer stick blends in like nobody's business. Like, look at this. Gone. It's so blendable. Next, I want to try the Juvia's Place blush lighters, which are basically blush highlighters, shimmery blush, liquid blush, all of that good stuff. So I have all of these shades. What would go well with my eye look today? I think something pinky, Blush Lily, Pink Lady, and Rosy Posy. So I'm really intrigued by this because it's so pink cool tone that it's almost lilac. I have no clue if this is even going to work for my skin tone, but we're going to try it out. Okay, that's not super pigmented. That's definitely more highlighter than blush for me. I'm gonna go in with Pink Lady because I feel like this will give me the blush look that I'm looking for my skin tone. Juvia's Place never disappoint with the pigment. Now this step might make or break my makeup. Normally I'd go in with my normal setting powder, you know, but something in me wants to try this Trigwell pink powder. If you're part of the makeup community, you might have seen that pink setting powder had a moment, and I didn't like the Huda Beauty one. The Huda Beauty one doesn't really have coverage. So we're gonna try the Trigwell pink powder. I want a little bit of brightening, you know, that's the whole point of it being pink. Let's see what happens. Okay, that does not look crazy. I don't have a new bronzer or face powder, so I'm just going to use my MAC Radiant Skin Finish and my Sephora Baked Face Powder and come back. Okay, a little bit of setting spray. I'm going to take my Doll Beauty Dolly Set, sink all these powders in. I absolutely love the sprayer on this. It's like powerful but still a mist. Okay, I just put some lashes on, and look what came while I was putting my lashes on. It's the new Rimmel Multitasker Glow Booster. It's basically like the Charlotte Tilbury dupe, you know? So it says it's a primer, highlighter, and glow booster in one. Definitely will try these out in my next video. But this is how we're looking so far. So the only thing left to do is lips. I also want to do a couple beauty marks actually. I'm going to cover this humongous spot that I have right here. I know it's because I had a cheese pizza. I break out every time I eat cheese. Do one here. Little one there. So for lips, Colourpop came out with these So Juicy Plumping Gloss Balms. Balms. I think they're like a dupe for the Tarte Juicy Lips, you know? So we've got 2 lip liners and all of these. There were more lip liners, but I only kept the 2 that's obviously gonna work for my skin tone. So there's Mocha Latte. So that's Mocha Latte and that is Slay. Mocha Latte is more what I would go for. Slay has more of a reddy undertone, reddish pink mauve, something like that. I don't know how it's a plumping lip liner. Oh, I can smell it. Don't know how I feel about a plumping lip liner though. I can feel the sensation on my lips. I'm not a big fan of plumping products to begin with because my lips are quite sensitive, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not getting crazy, tingly, spicy, hot, nothing like that. It's more of a cooling, minty effect. Do I want to go for? This one looks good. There's so many shades. This one's Vacay Mode. Yeah, this one's like a pinky. I think this will match my blush really well. Really glossy. This would be a great dupe for the Tarte Plumpin Juicy Lips, because obviously those are way more expensive than Colourpop. This kind of smells like cocoa butter. I've never smelled a Plumpin balm or gloss that smells like cocoa butter. It's interesting, but also my lips aren't burning, tingling, anything like that. They feel a little bit cold. Okay guys, so that is the finished look. I loved everything that I tried today. I think I'm a good judge of makeup. I was gonna say character. I'm a good first impressions. I'm good with first impressions of makeup. I've been doing this a long time, and I can already tell this foundation, just the way it's sitting on my skin, the way it melted with every other product that I used, it's gonna be a banger. I definitely will test it more, of course, but just first impressions, I can tell I like how it's sitting and I like how it's performing. The Juvia's Place blush lighters, I love. I told you in my last video, or one of my previous videos that I've done this week, that shimmer blushes have been my new go-to, and I love that it's a blush when you're looking straight on, but as you turn you get that gorgeous gold sheen, and I didn't even need to top it up with anything on top. It's just pigmented by itself, and it even shows through the powder that I used, so it definitely keeps you glowing. Blush lighter, it's a yes from me. The Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette, of course, stunning. We all know that I love Beauty Bay eyeshadows. I feel like they just perform. The quality for the price is unmatched. And the Colourpop Juicy lip is really nice. It's not that plumping and it's not that uncomfortable. Your lips do feel a little bit cool, a little bit cold, but not painful in any way. And I love how they look, nice and glossy, glide on really nicely. I will definitely be keeping that in my handbag. And that is everything, guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything I tried. And oh my god, we've come to the end of the week. I'm going to take a little week off, give everyone the chance to catch up on the content that I have bombarded you with, and then I'll be back so we can play with some more makeup, and I will see you guys then. But of course I am on other platforms if you want to check me out: Instagram, TikTok, all of that good stuff. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to love you and leave you, and if you do miss me while I'm away, feel free to catch up on the 6 videos that I posted this week. Give them all a like, all a comment, you know, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care. Bye.